All right, guys, so we've covered some examples where I read a portion of the scriptures and then I went to the world, Google, pastors, preachers, friends, family, and I said, what did this mean? And I got a lot of opinions. But what I got from every one of them was that it was all in the future. That Christ returning, binding Satan, sitting on a throne for 1,000 years, that's future. I got the preaching of the gospel to the world, still in progress, not completed, future completion. Okay. The binding of Satan, that's future. I already mentioned that, but then I've shown you guys in the scriptures where, well, wait a minute, the scriptures say those things are done. Paul said, preaching the gospel, the entire world, done. Christ said he bound Satan in the 1st century AD, done. Revelation 20 says, the world says that's Christ coming to establish an earthly kingdom. But yet I showed you the scriptures where the kingdom can't be physical. It can never be physical. It's only spiritual. It's inside of you. And the kingdom was established many, many, many centuries ago. So naturally, at this point, I'm all like, wait a minute now. Something is totally different here. Totally different than what the world's telling me and what the scriptures are telling me. Because the world will just keep pounding into you that all these things are future. So then I was like, well, I read the following passages. Matthew 10:23. When they persecute you in one town, flee to the next. For truly I say to you, you will not have gone through all the towns of Israel before the Son of Man comes. This is Christ saying this to his disciples, to his apostles, 27 to 30 AD. He's saying, I'll be back before you have covered all the towns in Israel. Matthew 16:28. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. He's saying that to the people in front of him. Some of you will not die until you see me come. Matthew 24:34. The famous Olivet Discourse, right? Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Well, the interesting part about that is he's talked about resurrection. He's talked about, coming in judgment and resurrection. And yet he said, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. So I was like, oh boy. My entire paradigm of what the world had programmed me for 50 years, and then for the last few years, as I was called to study, to seek the one truth, the world just doubled down and said, Mike, all this is in the future. And then that whole narrative, that whole paradigm is rocked to the core. If you'll let your mind say, now wait, who taught me that? Who taught me that that's all future? The world teaches you that. If you read the scriptures, these things are not in the future. They're in the past. I'm keeping these videos all right around 5 minutes. So we're going to wrap this up.